Let me ask you a question, and I want you to be truly honest with yourself. When was the last time you got down on the floor, truly down on the carpet, without a second thought? For many of us, that question brings up a little pang of anxiety. Maybe you can picture it right now. Your grandchild is there, on the floor, surrounded by a universe of colorful building blocks or a half-finished puzzle. They look up at you with those wide, hopeful eyes and pat the space next to them. And in that moment, a whole cascade of calculations runs through your mind. If I get down there, how will I get back up? What if my back seizes up? What if I look foolish trying to stand? What if I can't do it at all? So you smile and you say something like, "Oh, why don't you bring those up here to the sofa with Grandma?" The moment passes, but that feeling sticks with you. It's a mix of frustration, sadness, and maybe even a little bit of shame. The feeling of being on the sidelines of your own life, a spectator to the moments that matter most. If you've ever felt that, you're not alone. And if you've ever told yourself, well, this is just part of getting older, I'm here today to respectfully and powerfully challenge that idea. Because while the title of this video promises a 1-minute pose, what we're really talking about is so much more. We're talking about a key to unlock the door that has kept you from the floor, from the garden, from the full, vibrant life you deserve to live. Today, we are going to embark on a journey to Grandkid-Proof your back. And yes, at the heart of our journey is a simple, powerful, 1-minute movement you can do with a chair. But I want to be crystal clear right from the start, to honor your time and your intelligence. This is not a magic pill. I'm not here to sell you a fantasy. The clickbait world is full of promises of overnight cures, and we both know that's not how our bodies work. Instead, this 1-minute pose is your starting line. It's the first, most important step in building a foundation of strength and confidence that can genuinely change your relationship with your back and give you back those precious moments on the floor. The truth is, back pain is incredibly common. According to the National Institute on Aging, it's one of the most frequent health problems people face. Some studies suggest that for those of us over 65, that number can be as high as 70%. 70%. That means in a room of 10 friends your age, 7 of them are likely dealing with the same aches, the same worries, the same missed moments. But here's the most important part. It does not have to be a life sentence. It is not an inevitable part of aging you just have to grit your teeth and accept. The problem is that back pain isn't just a physical sensation. It seeps into our minds and our spirits. I was recently reading a discussion online where someone put it perfectly. They said, "I've been thinking a lot about how back pain doesn't just affect our bodies, but also our minds. Back pain can lead to feelings of frustration, anxiety, or even depression, things that sometimes don't get as much attention as the physical pain." And that hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? It's the emotional toll that's often the heaviest. It's the fear of a sudden twinge that makes you hesitate to pick up a grocery bag. It's the anxiety about falling that makes you say no to a walk in the park. It's the frustration of feeling like your own body is betraying you. So here is my promise to you today. In this video, we're going to do more than just learn an exercise. First, we're going to truly understand why our backs become vulnerable and how this simple movement directly counteracts that. Then, I will guide you step by step through the 1-minute Grandkid-Proof Chair Pose with a huge emphasis on safety and proper form. After that, we'll explore a few simple, complementary stretches you can do anytime, anywhere to keep your back feeling loose and flexible. And finally, and this may be the most important part of our entire conversation. I am going to give you a floor exit strategy, a clear, repeatable plan for how to get down on the floor, and crucially, how to get back up again, safely and confidently. We are going to take the fear out of the equation. And a quick but important reminder, I am not a doctor or a physical therapist. I am a researcher and an advocate for healthy, empowered aging. The information we're sharing today is grounded in advice from respected institutions like the Mayo Clinic and Johns Hopkins. But it's essential that you view it as educational. Please always listen to your body. Pain is a signal, not a challenge. And it's always a wise decision to consult with your trusted healthcare professional before beginning any new exercise program, especially if you have pre-existing conditions or are recovering from an injury. Your health journey is uniquely yours, and your doctor is your most important partner on that path. All right, let's begin. Before we even get to the chair, let's start with the heart of the matter. Let's talk about the myth that has held so many of us captive. The idea that when your back hurts, the best thing you can do is lie down and rest. It makes perfect sense, doesn't it? Our instinct when something hurts is to protect it, to immobilize it. If you sprain an ankle, you elevate it and stay off it. So we apply the same logic to our back. We retreat to the recliner. We cancel our plans. We wait for the pain to subside. And while a very short period of rest might be necessary for an acute injury, for the kind of chronic nagging back pain that so many of us experience, prolonged rest can be one of the worst things you can do. A landmark article from the Cleveland Clinic actually explains that for many types of back pain, staying active within your pain limits can lead to a much quicker and more complete recovery. Think of your back and the muscles surrounding it like a complex system of ropes and pulleys holding up a central mast, your spine. When those ropes and pulleys are weak or stiff from disuse, the mast becomes unstable. The slightest unexpected movement, reaching for something on a high shelf, twisting to grab something from the back seat of the car, can throw the whole system out of whack. When we stay sedentary, those supporting muscles, particularly in our core, our glutes, and our legs, they begin to atrophy. They get weaker, and as they weaken, they force the smaller, more delicate muscles of the lower back to do a job they were never designed for. They become overworked, strained, and inflamed. It's a vicious cycle. The back hurts, so we move less. We move less, so our supporting muscles get weaker. Our muscles get weaker, and our back hurts more. We're going to break that cycle today. The key isn't to push through sharp pain, but to introduce gentle, targeted movement that reawakens and strengthens that entire support system. This brings us directly to our foundational movement, the Grandkid-Proof Chair Pose. Now, why this specific movement? Why is it so powerful? Because it's not just a back exercise. In fact, it's barely about your back at all. It's about rebuilding the scaffolding that supports your back. The real magic of the chair pose lies in its ability to strengthen three critical muscle groups at once. Your quadriceps, which are the big muscles on the front of your thighs. Your glutes, the muscles in your backside. And your core, the deep abdominal muscles that wrap around your midsection like a natural corset. When these three muscle groups are strong and engaged, they form a powerful, stable base. They take the pressure off your vulnerable lower back and distribute it through your legs and core, which are designed to handle that load. Think of it like this. Trying to fix chronic back pain by only stretching your back is like trying to fix a leaning fence by only painting the posts. It doesn't address the root cause, which is that the posts themselves aren't set deep enough in strong, stable ground. The chair pose is how we mix the concrete and set those posts deep and firm. It retrains your body to use the big, powerful muscles of your legs and core for lifting and moving, sparing your back from the strain. It's a movement of profound re-education for your entire body. Now, let's get practical. I want you to find a sturdy, stable chair. A solid kitchen or dining room chair is perfect. Please do not use a chair with wheels or one that feels wobbly. Safety is our #1 priority. Place the chair in front of you, with the back of the chair facing you, so you can hold on to it for balance. Stand about a foot or so behind the chair, with your feet about hip-width apart. Your toes should be pointing straight forward. Take a moment to just feel your feet on the floor. Feel the connection. Spread your toes a little bit. Feel your weight distributed evenly between the balls of your feet and your heels. Now, place your hands lightly on the back of the chair. This isn't for leaning on. It's for balance and confidence. Your hands are your safety net. Okay, here is the movement. We are going to do this incredibly slowly. The most important part of this exercise is control, not speed or depth. First, take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, begin to engage your core. The best way to think about this is to gently pull your belly button in towards your spine. Imagine you're trying to zip up a tight pair of pants. This simple action stabilizes your entire midsection and protects your lower back. Now, keeping your chest up and your gaze straight ahead, you're going to start bending your knees and sending your hips backward as if you're about to sit down in a chair that's a little too far behind you. The movement is initiated from your hips, not your knees. Hips go back first. Go down only as far as you feel comfortable and stable. For some of us, that might only be a few inches at first, and that is perfectly 100% okay. Quality is infinitely more important than quantity here. The goal is to feel the work in your thighs and your glutes, not to feel any pinching or pain in your lower back or your knees. If you do, come up a little bit. Find that sweet spot where you feel the muscles engaging without any discomfort. Hold this position. Let's hold it together. Breathe. Keep your chest lifted. Don't let your back round. Keep your core engaged. Look straight ahead. Feel the strength building in your legs. You are now in the modified chair pose. This is it. This is the foundation. Now, to come up, press firmly through your heels. Imagine you're pushing the floor away from you. Squeeze your glute muscles as you straighten your legs to come back to a full standing position. And that's 1 repetition. It's not about dropping down low like a weightlifter. It's about that slow, controlled movement, engaging the right muscles. The Mayo Clinic suggests that even a few minutes of stretching or strengthening twice a day can make a world of difference. So our goal is not to do 50 of these. Our goal is to aim for 1 minute of slow, controlled movement. That might be 5 repetitions. It might be 10. It might be holding the pose for 10 seconds, resting for 10 seconds, and repeating that for a minute. The clock is not your boss. Your body is. Start with what you can do today and build from there. Consistency is the true secret. 1 minute of this, done with good form every day, is far more powerful than 20 minutes done once a week. You are rebuilding a habit. You are rebuilding your body's foundation. All right, let's just take a quick pause. We've talked about the emotional weight of back pain, and we've just walked through the single most important foundational movement to start taking that power back. We've learned the why and the how of the Grandkid-Proof Chair Pose. If you're finding this guide helpful, if it's resonating with you, I would be so grateful if you took just 1 second to tap that like button below this video. It's a small thing, but it tells YouTube that this is valuable content, and it helps get this information out to other people, other grandparents just like you, who might be feeling stuck and frustrated. Thank you so much for that. Now let's build on this strong foundation. The chair pose is our cornerstone, but to create a truly resilient back, we also need flexibility. Stiffness is the enemy of a happy back. When the muscles and joints are tight, they have less give, making them more prone to strain and injury. So let's add a few movement snacks to our day. These are simple, gentle stretches you can do while seated. Maybe while you're drinking your morning coffee or watching the evening news. Let's use that same sturdy chair. First is the seated cat-cow. This is a classic yoga movement adapted for safety and accessibility, and it's wonderful for promoting gentle spinal mobility. Sit comfortably in your chair, with your feet flat on the floor and your hands resting on your knees. On an inhalation, gently arch your back, lifting your chest and your gaze towards the ceiling. This is the cow pose. Think of creating a gentle curve in your spine. Don't force anything. Now, as you exhale, slowly round your spine, tucking your chin to your chest and pulling your belly button in. This is the cat pose. You should feel a wonderful, gentle stretch along your entire back. Flow between these two positions slowly, letting your breath guide the movement. Do this 5 to 10 times. It's like giving your spine a little drink of water. Next, let's do a gentle seated torso twist. Staying seated with your feet flat on the floor, sit up tall. Place your right hand on the outside of your left knee and your left hand on the chair beside or behind you for support. On an inhale, lengthen your spine, sitting up as tall as you can. On your exhale, gently twist your torso to the left, using your hands as gentle leverage. The twist should come from your midsection, not from cranking your neck. Keep both of your hips firmly planted in the chair. Hold for a few deep breaths, feeling a gentle stretch in your back and side. Then, slowly unwind and repeat on the other side. This is fantastic for releasing stiffness in the small muscles that run along your spine. Think of these movements not as a chore, but as little moments of self-care you are sprinkling throughout your day to keep your back mobile and happy. Now we arrive at the main event, the moment we've been building towards, the floor exit strategy. This is where we take all the strength, stability, and confidence we've been building and apply it to the single biggest challenge, getting up from the floor. The fear of getting down is really the fear of not being able to get back up. It's the fear of being stranded, of needing help, of feeling helpless. We are going to replace that fear with a plan, a step-by-step, methodical, safe plan that you can practice and master. First, let's talk about getting down. The key is to avoid bending straight over at the waist, which puts immense pressure on the lower back. Instead, we use our strategy. Have your sturdy chair nearby. Start by standing in front of where you want to be on the floor. Take a large step back with one leg into a lunge position, holding onto the chair seat for balance if you need to. From this lunge, slowly lower your back knee down to the floor. Now you're in a stable half-kneeling position. Bring your other knee down to meet it. From here, you can shift your weight to one side and bring your legs out in front of you to sit. You've arrived on the floor, and your back is still happy. Now for the ascent. This is where our chair pose training really pays off. When you're ready to get up, maneuver yourself back into that all-fours tabletop position on your hands and knees. Now, crawl over to your sturdy chair. Place both hands firmly on the seat of the chair. Your hands should be about shoulder-width apart. Take a breath. Now, bring one foot forward, placing it flat on the floor so that your knee is bent at a 90-degree angle. You are now in that same half-kneeling lunge position we used to get down, but in reverse. Your hands are on the chair. One foot is forward. This is your power position. Your back is straight. Your core is engaged. Take another breath. Now, here's the magic. Pushing through both your hands on the chair and, most importantly, through the heel of that front foot, you are going to drive yourself upward. Use the power of your thigh and your glute on that front leg, the very muscles we strengthened with the chair pose, to lift your back knee off the floor and come into a standing position. You can bring your other foot forward to meet the first, and you're up, safe and sound. I want you to practice this. Practice it when you don't need to. Go through the motions when the grandkids aren't there. Make it second nature. By doing this, you are literally reprogramming your brain. You're overriding the fear pathway with a new pathway of competence and strategy. You're proving to yourself, move by move, that you have a plan. You are in control. As we bring all these pieces together, it's so important to set realistic expectations. This journey to a stronger, more resilient back is a marathon, not a sprint. Some days will feel better than others. Some days you might feel a little stiff, and that's okay. The goal is not perfection, it's progress. It's about building a new relationship with your body, one founded on listening, patience, and consistent, gentle effort. This chair pose, these stretches, this floor strategy, they are powerful tools, but they are part of a larger picture of holistic well-being. Things like staying hydrated, going for gentle walks, and eating a nutritious diet all play a role in managing inflammation and supporting muscle health. Research from institutions like Johns Hopkins Medicine consistently shows that a combination of therapies and lifestyle approaches often yields the best results for chronic pain. So see this as your starting point, the first most empowering step on a path to renewed movement. And please, I'll say it one more time because it's that important. Always, always consult with your doctor or a physical therapist. They can help you tailor a plan that is perfect for your unique body and your specific needs. They are your partners in this journey. So let's take a moment and look at the victories you've achieved just by watching this today. You have moved past the disempowering myth that back pain is just something you have to live with. That's a huge win. You have learned a foundational, one-minute movement that actively rebuilds the support structure for your spine, taking pressure off your lower back. That is a tangible tool you now possess. You have learned gentle, effective stretches to combat daily stiffness and improve your flexibility. And most powerfully, you now have a concrete, step-by-step strategy to conquer the fear of getting on and off the floor. You have a plan. You are no longer just hoping your back will feel better. You are taking active, intelligent steps to make it better. You are moving from a position of reacting to pain to a position of proactively building strength and confidence. This is not about becoming a gymnast overnight. It's about reclaiming a single priceless moment. It's about the next time your grandchild pats that spot on the floor, and instead of hesitation, you feel a spark of possibility. It's about taking that slow, controlled journey down to their level, seeing their face light up, and knowing with absolute certainty that you have a plan to get back up. That is what this is all about. The connection, the joy, the feeling of being a full participant in the lives of the people you love. Now, I would love to hear from you. This is a community, and we learn so much from each other's experiences. In the comments below, please share which part of this guide was the biggest aha moment for you. Was it debunking the myth about rest? Was it the detailed breakdown of the chair pose? Or was it the floor exit strategy? Sharing your thoughts not only helps you solidify your own learning, but it can be a beacon of hope and inspiration for someone else reading the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, if you found value in this approach to health, that is based on empowerment and practical real-world solutions. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that little notification bell. We have so much more to explore together on this journey of active, vibrant aging. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. Thank you for investing in yourself. You are worth the effort. The moments you are working towards are worth the effort. Be well, stay empowered, and I'll see you in the next video.